So lads, today we're going to be talking about a video from Kate Martin, or it's a clip. Like I'm gonna watch the whole podcast of her with Steward, but this is something that is so important, and thank God somebody said it. Thank God somebody said it. Like somebody had to say it. And like at least it's Kate Martin who's been around the circus for enough times. And by the circus, I don't mean the Caitlin Clark circus as like negative thing. It's sports. It's sports. It was a circus being on Jordan's Bulls. It was a circus being on the freaking Dream Team. It was a circus being on the Warriors for a while. Like it's a circus being a member of the Beatles. Like anything that's a phenomenon, there's a circus around it, no matter what. And she was part of it in Iowa, which ironically, in my opinion, the Iowa circus was bigger. Was actually bigger than the Fever Circus. But anyway, let's take a listen to what Kate Martin said.
Caitlin and our whole entire Iowa squad, we did like such a good job of learning how to block out outside noise whenever we were in the heat of that. Because it's like the negative stuff can be bad, but the positive can be just as bad as the negative sometimes. Like if you're gonna...
That is one of the most important things. That is one of the actual most important things. And I don't think I've covered that point enough. And look, I don't know. This is an assumption that I'm making, and I'm 100% saying this is an assumption. But like it seems like obviously one of the things when it comes to say a Dijonais is that she gets overly hyped in the positives of her blocks. That's why I think she ends up hitting people in the head. Is that she tries to get the viral clip, she tries to get the viral hype when things are going well with those blocks, and she wants to do that celebration, the lockdown celebration and everything. That has become a negative. And I think that that's the case when it comes with players. I fully believe that was the case with Angel Reese last year with the double-doubles. That she stopped caring about basketball and started caring more about double-doubles. Like double-doubles was more of a thing than basketball, because she bought into the hype. She bought into the social media. She bought into the things going well. She was actually playing super well. Ironically, like she was playing super well kind of early on the streak. And as the streak just kept going on, it got to the stage where it was caring more about the streak than playing well. And ironically, like her first 4 or 5 games out double-double streak, she actually played extremely well. She genuinely did. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. She did. And it became more focused on, it seemed like it became more focused on social media, working on tween, sidestep, mid-ranges instead of the layups. Like that is from the outside looking in, I don't know Angel Reese, I don't know Dijonais Carrington, but that's genuinely what it seems like. And you can get very, very worked up on social media, as in if you're looking at the positives and only looking at things when it's good, because first of all, it can get you focused on the wrong things. And second of all, if you become terminally online when it's going well, things can crash. Things can absolutely crash. And obviously to a lesser extent than these players, because there was no freaking circus around me. Like, as somebody who's gone through every peak and trough on social media, like, I've had peak in 2017 as like this up and coming 2K YouTuber. In 2018, probably out, it was like Corzemba in terms of basketball content creation, like NBA and basketball stuff. Like it literally was, it was freaking Corzemba 1, Jimmy High Rollers 2, me 3rd at that time with the BBALL Daily channel booming. And then that kind of dipped. My 2K stuff started doing well. Then I had the pandemic where I was one of the freaking biggest content creators in the world at that time. And then it just went down. And like if you start buying your own hype at the top, which I freaking did and thought it was going to last forever, when things go wrong, when everyone loves you, then people start to hate you just from looking at numbers, just from looking at things going wrong. And there's never a stage where everybody loves you all the time on social media. So it's learning about knowing when to switch off and blocking out the noise. And even if you are reading some of the stuff, if you're like, I'm freaking terminally online, I'll see stuff written about me all the time when I'm not even searching for it. But you got to let it not affect you. And obviously when it comes to the WNBA players, it's not an easy thing to do. That's not an easy thing to do. Especially when most of the fans in the past didn't care about basketball. They were not basketball fans. They were just stands of players. And now all of a sudden you've got basketball fans. So when you miss 3 shots in a row for game, fans are gonna be calling you out on social media. It's not like in the past where you probably got a good job, hard luck, those were good shots. Unfortunately, that's not the way. It's not the way it works in modern social media.
live for a good comment from some random person, you're going to die.
High with the highs, lows with the lows.
Yeah, so
you can't get caught up in either.
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
And so that first Final Four run, I deleted my social media for the entire season. So it was like 6-7 months. And so I'm doing the same this year with social media just because it's something so new. Like there's so much going on, and I'm just like, I don't need the positive. I don't need the negative. I just
really smart.
need to focus on my team.
I feel like a lot of players should take that advice.
Yeah.
I used to do it.
Caitlin.
Like, that is 100% accurate. And, like, it's good that there's a player saying it. And I'm so happy Sue Bird just genuinely just went, a lot of players need to take that advice. Because a lot of this league is chronically online. They're chronically online. And it's an easy thing to do. It's a very easy thing to do when you're literally there, like, when you're, just say watching, when you're not doing anything, you have time off, you're chilling, and you can, at the click of a button, look at Twitter and there's stuff written about you and things go well. And like, it is an easy thing to be chronically online. And this is from a chronically online person, but it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for any player to be chronically online, especially if you have to go out there and perform. When you have to go out there and perform physically and mentally. Being a pro athlete is as much mental as it is physical. And I do think long term, there needs to be something in the league. The league needs to put something out when they're like, we're going to put out all these social media AI bots. The league needs to put out proper social media training. The league genuinely needs to have proper social media training. As in, they need to have, like, players need to be advised on what to look at, what not to look at, how to mute, what not to mute. Like, yeah, these players might only have 1,000 social media followers. They might not be getting added all the time. But if they throw a pass out of bounds or, heck, trip up a player by mistake or just do something that happens in basketball that's a bad thing, then there's 100,000 people tweeting at them. And you don't know what to do. You don't know how to react. Like, these players obviously probably don't know how to react to those scenarios. Because unfortunately, everybody just, when it comes to Twitter, everybody, like, says what's on their mind. Unfortunately, it's like the barbershop talk when it comes. Nothing really on Twitter is like, nothing really on Twitter is filtered. No one really filters their Twitter. Athletes probably should. To be honest, I probably tweet too much dumb stuff. I still do not understand why anyone follows me, why I have 120,000 followers on Twitter. I just tweet nonsense. But, like, that is, unfortunately, the truth when it comes to social media. And it is so good that Kate Martin said it. A player that's respected in the league. But I can guarantee you that if this is said, like, if this was said by certain players, like if Caitlin Clark said exactly what Kate Martin said, we would probably have Dejanay Carrington tweeting out about how, oh, she has the privilege of not seeing stuff on social media. And I'm like, I literally remember someone said that last year, and I'm like, every single person has the privilege of doing this. You go to X. And I don't know how it works on iPhone, but you kind of go to X and you drag it all the way up and you click you go to uninstall. You got to uninstall. Every single person has the privilege to drag X up and uninstall it. And that's the only app where you kind of can't not see some stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys. And unfortunately, computer kind of messed up. New one coming in early next week, though, so the black screen thing will stop. See you guys.